I'm going to give you the nasty truth about solar.
I feel something building up inside me. I must prepare, I must get ready. Serving you, Yahweh, keeps me strong and steady. For you, Lord, I'll go for green living.
You see this guy out here today? Today is a horrible day for solar. I'm not going to sit here and diss solar as much as you might think, but I wanted to explain a few things and show you that, if you don't want solar, you don't have to get solar. Let me explain my system, and I know I've told everybody the amount I got it. I got it at wholesale prices, and I spent $4,000 on it to initially get it started. And to a homestead, that's a lot of money. Now let's go over a little bit about what it provides. This is my battery bank. I have 8 230 amp hour batteries. There's 2 different banks. They're set up at 24-volt banks. And now, as far as what it can produce, everybody knows I'm running my aquaponics system, so that takes electricity there. We have a little refrigerator. We run fans, the computer, a TV, in Anna's room, DVD player, just a few things, but they aren't on all the time. Days like these that are happening right now, the way they're cloudy are days, are days you better be ready to do without solar, or buy you a generator. I have a 4,000 watt generator. I got it from Harbor Freight, and I really baby it. I take care of it the best way possible. I know it's not the best quality, but again, I'm a simple homestead, and every penny counts here. Whatever we earn, we have to use it wisely. This generator, when it's days like today, you saw that I was producing 52 watts of electricity out of 6 solar panels. 52 watts. It should be well over 250. Well, right now I'm producing 64 amps, 65, 64 amps, and it should be 250 to 300 amps right there. You can see the line, it is charging, and my battery bank for this charge controller is at 60%, 61%. There's no way that this will make it all night long. If I was to run 2 fans, computer and that kind of stuff, this cloudy day. Now, when the sun's out, I can use as much power as I want to. I see these guys online saying, I'm running an air conditioner on this, and see the compressor's on. To even run an air conditioner, you need a 5,000 watt inverter. Because that's the smallest air conditioner I've ever seen is 5,000 watts. So my inverter is a Schneider 2440, so it's a 4,000 watts. That's the picture of the Schneider right there, the Schneider Electric. And here's my control panel right here. All I work with. Now this is just a basic simple system. I don't have the brain box. I do everything manually. If I have to reset it, I have to reset it manually. It's because of the budget. Solar system is expensive, very expensive. If you want a system where you can run an air conditioner all the time, electric stove, electric dryer, electric hot water heater, you're going to look at $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to buy that system. Now, the reason we bought this system and we spent the $4,000 because first I was getting everything wholesale, and getting it wholesale, we combined orders. Everybody jumped in and we ordered at the same time, and we were able to buy this equipment all at a discount rate because we were buying in such volume. Now, to do improvements to my solar system, I am constantly having to buy parts. I mean, I bought these two huge DC disconnects, and I have to build a box for that. And I got the box right there. I want to build it, put it through the side of it, and I actually have two more charge controllers. I'll show you those right there. Actually, I'm going to put two panels on each charge controller, which is actually going to raise my amperage on my solar panels. Now, as this gets to some truths about this. To get this, the batteries back up to where I need them to be, to make it through a night, I need the batteries to be at least 70%. So I'm going to have to run the generator for a good hour and a half charging, and I go right into the 220 there, and you can see I got a cord running, and it connects right up to the inverter. The inverter actually has the best charger for the batteries built into it, but it's the best. It charges them up really fast and really deep, you know. But it not having the brain control of it, it has to sync and do the voltage of the generator, and it's just, you know, it just takes time. So the generator's going to have to run 15 minutes just to sync the voltage, and then it'll start charging. But while that's happening, I have two regular battery chargers, and these are just low amperage battery chargers, and I'll charge them at the same time. So with my solar system, just to, you know, to maintain on these cloudy days, I have to have a generator and chargers. Uh, you don't. You could just do without the electricity. I mean, you know, if something, you know, uh, that's the inside. Sorry about the mess on the inside of my solar box. I put everything in one box underneath the solar panels on purpose because the wiring is so expensive. You know, there's of course pinching pennies again. Uh, if you can afford a decent solar system, you know, then all power to you. You're gonna have it. The more you're gonna need lots of batteries. You want to run a air conditioner, you get more batteries. But I can't see me ever running air conditioner on this system, and I don't think I would want to, simply because I don't want to tear up my system, you know, trying to do that. So normally I would be blinking 99% right now, 99%, 99%. But we've had, well, I'm sure everybody's had this, the cloudy, rainy weather all through the country. So these days are bad, and if I wanted to keep power all through the night, I have to run the generator for an hour, maybe 2 hours. And if days that it rains all day long, you know, I won't even have that 60%. And the sun's coming out a little bit. You see it's coming out 89%, 90%. There we go. Now we're charging a little bit. It's still cloudy. Let me show you real quick what it looks like. The sun kind of peeked out. I don't want to look directly into the sun, but it's kind of peeking out a little bit. So I'll be charging a little bit here I just had my solar wired in directly to a breaker that powers a breaker box, which I can run the greenhouse or my outbuildings or my tiny house over there. The reason that I'm trying to improve this and I have all these extra parts and pieces because I'm very aware of my solar system. I have a complete understanding of how the power goes from the sun, from the solar panels, to the charge controllers, to the batteries, to the inverter. And if something happens, something goes wrong, I know exactly how to fix it. I keep blowing these big fuses here. These fuses right here. I mean, that's why I needed the big DC disconnects right here. So I have a place to disconnect the batteries from the inverter with just a switch. I got two of them. I know it ain't necessary to have two of them, but I wanted to disconnect the neutral and the positive at the same time. Now, what I'm saying about that, I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all by knowing all about the system. What I'm saying is that if you want to get into solar, it's easy, but you need to have a basic knowledge of exactly how it works and when something happens, how to fix it. And I promise you, if you're just starting out, a friend told me the other day, hey, we were talking about solar, and he says, I just haven't figured out if it's worth it to my homestead or not to put up a solar system. I said, well, if you want a freezer there running or something continuously running, I say, yes, it's worth it to have a solar system. But if you just want fans or the occasional emergency uh, air conditioner or, just, and you can live without the power, I'd say live that way better. It's free and it's cheaper. And just get you a generator. And the way gas prices are right now, it'd be pretty cheap to run it. Your neighbors might not like it, but you own your land, so they just have to get over it. Okay, so what I'm saying by this whole video is that, sorry, I got choked there, but I love my solar system, but I know it's only going to do so much for me. I changed my life around it so that it works for me. You know, if you understand what I'm saying, as I'm not going to go leave lights on. I'm not going to leave the water running. I mean, because this also runs my well. We're in the process of getting a hand well pump on these cloudy days to save from that having to crank up the generator. Because my battery bank to run my 240 well, uh, which isn't even 5,000 watts, and I'm kind of saying bull malarkey on what they're doing on the internet with running the air conditioners. I saw one the other day that was made for solar, so that one might be true. But the other ones, I'm kind of like, because to run my well, which isn't even 5,000 watts, uh, my battery bank has to be over 70%. So my battery bank right now, I wouldn't even be able to turn on the well pump because it would just fault out my inverter. It would just go bzz, 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 and I have to reset the fault, turn off the well pump, and wait till it's at 70%. Again, that's with knowing my system. I know it's going to happen when I turn on the well pump. If I want to water in the greenhouse, I usually wait till the sun's fully out. It happened to be raining, and now in the greenhouse I have when it rains, the gutters from the greenhouse actually flow into the rows, and it floods the rows. So every time it rains, it's watering the greenhouse too. So I don't have to water as much in the rain, and I'm changing my life for that. I'm also putting a rain catchment for the tiny house here. to save some on my solar system. Uh, so it is expensive. Uh, I love my system, but if you're starting out and you're like wondering if I should go over this big system, get a generator. It's noisy. You could put a muffler on it and put it as far away as you can. Uh, but how long could you run that generator? And buy gas for it and oil. Because I change the oil on mine every month, just like clockwork. I want it to last a long time. How long could you buy that for $5,000? I mean, my generator, I caught it on sale, and it actually was $249 that I paid for it. I had a coupon. If you're a member at Harbor Freight, I had a coupon for it, and I saved like $4.99 or something. And you can do that too. You can wait for those sales and catch that too. But now, as far as Harbor Freight and their solar products, uh, uh, that's none of my business. I would go, and if you're starting out, and you want to get in solar, uh, and which is my advice, is to get a complete understanding of it firsthand, and know, like this right here. I built my combiner box, so this is $400. I built it out of an old Christmas tin, so definitely not going to need that anymore. So I built it out of that and a few bus bars, and it ended up costing me, I think I paid $9 a piece for those bus bars, and the PVC fittings was all in that too. So about $20 for that combiner box. And find tricks to cheapen up your system as much as possible. I hope this talk has helped, guys, because I'm not trying to sell you on solar. I'm not trying to sell you on a generator. I'm just trying to let you know what you're in for when you get a solar system. And if you're wanting a system to run your whole house, I promise you it's going to be $50,000. I know friends that have done it. I know a guy that put in a $20,000 system and is not happy with that. He's got 2 heat pumps. Like, golly. But, it's all with what you have, what you need. You don't need that much electricity. This system would work for any family that I know. It's just a matter of changing the way you look at things, changing the way you want to live. Uh, I want to live without any bills, so I have a solar system that I pay $5,000 for, $4,000 for. But before it's all over, guys, and let me be honest, with all the parts and everything, I'm going to have over $5,000 in this, counting the generator and the chargers. Yeah, I'm pushing $5,000. So, and that was wholesale. So that's what you're looking at to get started with, and you can live off this. And this is a perfectly good system. You're going to have to replace the batteries at some stage, and they are $1,200. So get ready for that. But them are just golf cart batteries. You can buy the solar batteries and or the nickel iron batteries that last your lifetime. But boy, you're talking money, and it's money, 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 money. And this is a money system that they're trying to get all your money. So they're going to sell you, well, this will only do this, this will only do this. That's why I say change the way you look at it. What do you absolutely need? I need internet so I can post videos. We need a computer so we can keep learning from other YouTubers about how to live more sustainably. As far as power, we need refrigeration. So that's what we're working on, and that's what we have. We need our aquaponics system too. Sorry, I forget that. And The LED lights don't count for anything, so you know we use them plenty. But that's all we need for his power. The rest we're happy with. And I hope, well, I really hope this talk has helped, and I hope I was able to express my points. And look, the sun comes out right as I'm finishing the video. Let's go over and check out how much I'm producing right when the sun's out. We're at 130, 120, the sun's going behind the clouds, but it was up to almost 160 right when the sun was out. So I was producing and my batteries are building up pretty good. So I hope this helps, guys, and helps you to get a better perspective on how you think about solar and which way you want to go. Ani Ove Ocha means I love you in Hebrew. Later, guys.
Living the way you meant for me to live is what I strive to do every day. As I live off the land, lead me at your pace. For you, Lord, I'll go for green living. Help me to feed all the hungry. Use me, Lord, to ease their misery. From all this worldly pain and captivity, for you, Lord, I'll go for green living. I feel something building up inside me. I must prepare, I must get ready. Serving you, Yahweh, keeps me strong and steady. For you, Lord, I'll go for green living. For you,